Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Heavens to Auntie, you shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Could be a little of both, I'll grant you. I've been so guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Look, I know how it sounds. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse late. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few. But then the being of, well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But right? It's all got to go somewhere after we cash in our bits. I certainly won't.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Spare me such timid drivel. Of course I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. How coincidental. When we've finished here, your fellows will call your death the same. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves. I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation, and that sent you...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh, seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
Please, stay. It would...
Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate. I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract. A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the Sovereign. This was...
That's closing in.
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. I lost her. She was. Yeah. But I digress. Thanks for your help. And for...
Juliana. Oh, my Juliana. Even though I now rank among the Protectorate's foes, I hoped you would return to me. Every night I would sneak out of Fairfield, despite the danger, desperate to find you. Hoping you would see fit to join your wife. Yet no one has heard from you since you went to the Skycutter facility. Not in 2 weeks. I can only assume the worst. I don't think I can stay in this town any longer. Perhaps if I return to suffer the Protectorate's justice, I shall at least learn what became of you. And if you are gone, I hope I shall be executed. Then at least we shall be together.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me. Though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
Going to need to find a truck?
You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have? People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
appreciate your help.
Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. And of course, we have you to thank. Not sure what...
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of...
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the aether.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these Protectorate defector. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Do your immediate supervisor's job better? Make them look bad? You can also drop them off.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Spare me. Of course I know why you're really here. The greenhouse is stolen.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You've got me there.
The more I listen to you invaders...
Not very
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. I would sever a generous offer. But we prefer to die. I will admit, dying like a cornered sprat is not the... But what other option is there? Failure is disallowed. Surrender is treason. You must think highly of your skills to believe you would come out on top. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. I lost a... friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was... She was. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly... But I digress. Thanks for your help. And for listening to my language.
This is but a momentary setback.
What more could you want from us?
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry. Have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzoos.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle when you can thrive?
Sure.
This launcher ain't going to fix itself. Is that right? Please. I'm not some flathead doesn't know her hygroscopic compounds. You mess with the balance, you risk the whole thing combusting. Whole lot of words just tumbled out of your trap, but none of them made a lick of sense. I'll be over there if you need me. Way over there. What in the... What just happened? Ain't no science like I ever seen. Can't believe all it took to get her working was you waving around that fiddly gadget of yours. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. There's just this weight in my chest. Well, Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime. What if the mines aren't enough? Why do you think I was so... I know I can be brusque. The word unpleasant's also been bandied about before. Yeah, I'm a real piece. Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged... And seeing how... Nice job with the mines, but I've got other jobs that need doing.
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you...
We are provided everything we need, not everything we want.
There's a difference?
You need what you need, but you don't need what you want. I suppose it's a subtle distinction.
Trust me, I need my...
You're back. Why? Quite the setup, but then again, they all only have one job, so... What? No, that's... I was just being sardonic. Whoa, now just hold up there a minute, friend. I badly turn a phrase and jumble my words a bit, and you're going to call me out. Huh. True enough on all counts. You know, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the Claim. Wonderful. Your jib is exactly the kind of cut we could use right now. I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal... We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it? Sell. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the... And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardosa's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds are, at some point, Sub Rosa feeds that appetite. Trust me, for both, it'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant, not someone who hasn't. So, if she can, and I'll be...
How do you Protectorate folk feel about all these little rifts? Auntie insists they're the next big money-making opportunity.
You'd make a great lower manager.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
The universe.
Well, if what I meant to say is that we now have the new improved purple bear. Oh, that? That's nothing. Just, anyway, let's try this again. I've been working the store going on a few weeks now. Still finding my, well, advertising is an essential part of my business. But according to the guide and I didn't want to seem discourteous by it. Thanks for all your help. Now, gladly.
Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Oh, if you can, oh no, if you can, what, no.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection within...
Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to it.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant...
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience.
No.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will... Good. See that it is... And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for Moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting...
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him...
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? I sell to the gullible and impressionable. You, however, seem a mite too clever to buy what I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right, but I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, who doesn't get such a compulsion from time to time? Well, better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall... Auntie may demand car and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek... The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to, The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process. I previously sent a grafted soldier. Troopers, yes. One additional word of warning. The good command, an opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief.
Well, if it ain't DB, if you'd spoken with me...
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders. Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before as Chief Replenishment Officer. Tell me what you need and I'll do my ample best. No one here but you, me, and good eye. Though I'd say they're better than nice. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. You got your wires crossed. Dropship piloting's one of the safest jobs in Auntie's Choice, according to Auntie's survey on career safety. And anyway, I don't recall asking for your business is all. What do you need this time? Now there's an odd request. If you... Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Ms. Galloway put you up to this? I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there? I'm not sure why she didn't just tell me that in the first place. Key card to access the terminal, as if... Knew you'd be back. What do you need this? Huh?
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me. How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat your blazers or bugs. If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
The target's not on the ground. Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to...
Guns are weapons.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. The soldiers before you are former protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming. They're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, and even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to it. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, I've never heard of such an area of study. Indeed. Well, your attitude of arrogant superiority, respectfully, I must decline your... Lindell! Stop!
Yes? Guns are weapons.
Pedal your wares out.
You've returned. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to excel. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, you do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent. Attention trainees, guns down.
You have something to say to us? Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
Consider your fellow troopers as siblings in arms, trustworthy, reliable. They are not, as we have discussed, meat shields.
All right. Do seem to recall a discussion like that now that you mention it.
Precisely. Anticipate. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, well done, trainees! Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect. Oh, thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing.